Feel like this has kind of been a long time coming. Um, this is just going to be a little life update video for me. I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know if this is going to be a jumbled mess. I tried to make an outline, but we'll see if I go off the rails. Um, I've just had a lot going on recently, and I want to share with you guys. Um, if y'all don't care about it, that's fine. I'm still going to put this out for myself as just a way of trying to, I guess, just get this out, so to speak. So this is going to be a little bit of a different video. No games or anything like that. This is real life, and this is me. But first, and probably most importantly, I got a full-time job. I graduated in December of 2018. And since then, I've been working as a part-time intermittent worker, which is just a fancy way of saying that I was a freelance worker and I was getting paid hourly. In March of last year, I became unemployed when the COVID-19 quarantine hit the United States, and I was unemployed for 6 months. And once the sports where I worked started back, I started working the same job as before, and I also picked up 2 more part-time jobs. Those people asked for help, and I also think that part of me picked up those part-time jobs because in a weird way, I felt like I needed to make up for lost time or something like that. I almost felt like because I hadn't been working for the past 6 months, I needed to work harder now that I had the ability to work again. And I just tried to keep myself busy, and I did that as a coping mechanism to avoid getting in my own head about some things. And in January of 2021, this year, I picked up a 4th part-time job. And again, I was just using this as a way to just keep my mind busy and just focus on other things. For a little while now, I've been at odds with myself and my mental health. But I have realized that at times I do struggle and I find myself slipping into depressive states or fits of anxiety. But I'm going to touch on that in a bit. Back to the job thing. As of March 16th, I have accepted a full-time position with Mississippi State in their broadcast operations department. It is a contract job, but knowing that I have a salaried position, even if it is just for the near future and not for forever, lifts a huge weight off of me and gives me a huge peace of mind that is really nice to have when you are struggling. The people I work with are great, and I've loved being around sports ever since I started playing baseball at the age of 7. And I've loved working in sports ever since I started as a student with this same group back in 2016. Besides my new job, I've also been streaming on Twitch and creating videos on YouTube. I've been streaming on Twitch for almost 4 years now, and I started creating YouTube content regularly back during quarantine as a way to give myself something to just pass the time while I didn't have work. The growth and support I've seen on those platforms, especially since quarantine hit, has been absolutely crazy. I wish I could thank each and every one of you that have ever followed or liked or subscribed or anything like that, because it means the absolute world that you think that my content has the quality to garner that reaction to it. However, with this full-time job, I obviously will have less time to make online content, and at the beginning of 2021, I set a goal for myself and I wanted to post at least 1 YouTube video a week. As of right now, recording this video, I think that I've only missed 1 week, if that. I may not have, but I didn't go back and look. Sadly, I do think that the streak is going to end soon, but I want to say that I will continue to put out as much content as I am able to when I have the free time. For those of you that have found my channel through Rocket Arena, I will continue to make videos on the updates and the tournaments and the big news and things like that as they arise. But as far as the weekly uploads, they probably are going to cease for the time being. As far as streaming, I'm going to continue to try to stream as much as I can. My job is going to revolve around sports at Mississippi State. So, if there are no sports going on a particular day, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to be streaming that evening and that night because I won't be working a sporting event. One positive thing, and I guess a light at the end of the tunnel as far as the content creation, is that we don't cover sports over the summer. So, during the summer, no sports going on means that I will be able to put myself on a schedule to stream, as well as set aside time to record and edit and upload YouTube videos. We'll just have to make it there first. We just got to get to the summer. We're almost there. A couple months, we'll be to the summer, and I can start trying to pump out the regular content again. While I'm talking about online content, I want to give a special shout out to some of the people that I've had the opportunity to play with. First of all, the GBG boys, Steve, Rick, Jake, Will. You guys are awesome. I thank you. Thank you for always being around when I need to laugh or when I want to talk about something. And I know we don't always get super feelsy and stuff with each other, but I really do appreciate you guys, and thank y'all. AK and Ren, thanks you two for being so welcoming and letting me come to you with anything, whether that's questions about a game, to life advice, to just asking you to tell me not to do something stupid. Thank you. I really do appreciate you. And some new guys that I've just met recently, Tags and Joke. You guys are two of the most energetic, entertaining, just overall nice guys that I've met through being online. And I really am happy that I've been able to become a part of you guys' community. I think y'all are awesome. All the people I've mentioned here have been there for me in some of those times that I mentioned earlier where I get in my own head. And I've always had a bad habit of shutting people out when I get overwhelmed, whether that be overwhelmed emotionally, overwhelmed physically, or just in certain situations. I have a really bad habit of blocking people out historically. So I'm personally happy that I've developed those lifelines with all of you, that I can reach out and talk to you. Even if y'all don't know what's going on, y'all are still there for me. And thank you for that. Over the past year and more, I've really struggled with self-worth and finding my purpose, I guess, in life, or just struggling with like meaningful work. Like, what am I doing? Why does it matter? And once quarantine hit and all of the COVID theories started spiraling, and then all of the racial injustices were brought to light and are still being brought to light, as well as the unequal treatment of women and all of these other injustices that are going on right now, it's really opened my eyes to how much of a bubble that I've lived in growing up, and that I lived in up until fairly recently. And all of that has left a pretty big weight on me, because I've always tried to live my life with the conviction of I always want to be part of the solution, not the problem. So realizing that I have been ignorant to these injustices just shows that I have not been a part of the solution, and by proxy, I have been a part of the problem. So, as I'm coming to terms with that myself, I hope you all are too, and I hope you all are trying to be a part of the solution to these injustices that we are seeing. So I guess in closing, I just want to say, wear your masks, get your vaccines, don't be racist or sexist, and to compound on that, call it out when you see it or hear it, because being silent doesn't help. You're just part of the problem if you're ignoring it. But if you made it this far in the video, thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this for whatever reason or whatever manner. I think I'm finally in a decent spot in life, and I think things are slowly starting to look up. And I hope that that is the same for you and whatever you may be going through in life. Thanks for watching. Like I said, a little bit of a different video, a little bit of a more serious video, but I wanted to put this out, if nothing more than just for myself. But if for some reason you cared, thank you. Hope to see you guys soon. Peace.